Buongiorno! What's going on, everybody? I'm Noah Kravitz from Techno Buffalo. Home at last. Happy to be back in the East Bay, California after a week out in the desert in Las Vegas. I'll tell you what, being a tech journalist, covering these shows and everything, a lot of fun, not the healthiest thing in the world. And I didn't even go near the gambling tables, didn't spend much time in the casinos or the bars or anything at CES. You saw the video John and I did from the casino. Maybe you did. We did a little hello video from the casino in the Paris hotel. But at any rate, it's a great job. I'm happy to have it. Here a little roundup, a little CES, post-CES roundup, my picks for some of the most interesting, some of the best things at the show. First of all, again, you know, this is my first official day on the job, even though we said hello before, but here I am. My name's Noah. I'm the new editor-at-large at Techno Buffalo, and thank you for having me. For those of you who know me from my previous job, thanks for following me over here. For those of you who don't, you know, I hope you'll give me a shot on Techno Buffalo. I'm thrilled to be working with everybody, John and Sean, Winston, Jack, the other John, everybody at Techno Buffalo. Great people. I'm psyched to be here. Was not expecting it. Glad it happened. Ready to get going. So enough of all that. I was actually blogging CES for Nvidia. It was a job that I took before I took the job with Techno Buffalo. So a little bit of a strange thing for me, different experience, because I was there primarily to cover Nvidia stuff. That being said, Nvidia had a ton of stuff at the show. Their Tegra 2 chips powering a lot of stuff at the show, a lot of the more high-profile stuff, especially in the mobile space. And so I say that full disclosure so you'll know I'm not on Nvidia's paycheck anymore, but my pick for Best in Show is a product powered by Nvidia. It's the Motorola Xoom tablet, the first Google Android 3.0 Honeycomb product to be shown. The LG Slate tablet for T-Mobile was also announced, but we didn't actually see that in running form. The Xoom we did see, and very interesting, very impressive from what I saw. A 10-inch tablet. It'll be on Verizon's network coming very soon. 3G and Wi-Fi version in Q1. Upgradable to the 4G LTE and Wi-Fi version in Q2. It's got an HD screen. It does 1080p video out via HDMI. Video capture on the back, camera with video capture, and then on the front you've got front-facing camera for Google Talk with video, all the video conferencing options. But the big deal here, I think, two things. One, the Tegra 2 chipset, dual-core powered, very responsive in all the devices we saw it in. The Motorola Atrix smartphone, the LG Revolution, the Motorola Droid Bionic, all kinds of stuff. And then also Honeycomb. And my doors were frankly blown off by the little bit of Honeycomb that I saw. I was not expecting such a radical remake of Android. No hands-on time for it. The folks from Motorola were not letting people actually touch the thing, and it's an early version of the software, not final. But very, very intrigued by what I saw, a full-on tablet interface and experience from Google. So very psyched to see that coming out. The Motorola Xoom with Google Android 3.0 Honeycomb on Verizon. That's my pick for Best in Show. Some other things I saw that were very interesting. The Motorola Atrix, a smartphone for AT&T, a 4G smartphone, also Android, also Nvidia Tegra 2 powered, not Honeycomb, but Android 2.2. That was very interesting because it's this whole docking concept with this web top application that lets you use the phone like a full-on computer, and the idea is that you'll have everything you need on your phone, and then when you're mobile you've got your phone. It's got a laptop dock. You can dock it into an 11-inch screen with a full keyboard and trackpad, and then a desktop dock. You can hook it up to your big screen TV for watching movies and entertainment, or you can hook it up to a full-on system with a monitor, a keyboard, and mouse for your desktop computing experience. Very interesting. The software was very impressive. The web top application that fires up Mozilla Firefox browser with full Flash 10.1 and HTML5 support, all that stuff. I don't know if it's really going to succeed. I don't know if people really want to use that. I don't know why I would carry, you know, a laptop, a smartphone and a laptop, even if it's just a dock, when, you know, and then have to dock it as opposed to just carrying a laptop that's a full-on laptop with more power, native applications, you know, more refined. I get that the idea is you'll have everything on your phone no matter what. I don't know how people are going to use it. Very interested to see it come out. That being said, from just a geek-tastic point of view, it was very impressive. You know, we've seen stuff like this before, Palm Folio, a few other things that didn't succeed. This is the most mature implementation. I think the combination of the computing power of the phone itself, dual core, all that RAM, all the storage space, and then obviously the maturation of Android and the WebTop app looks very slick. So interested to see that. It might actually be more useful as a set-top box, pumping out 1080p video, if you can do, the full UI mirroring, and if you can do, Netflix and Hulu and all those apps on your phone, but output to full HD wherever you go. That might be more interesting of a use case than the desktop laptop replacement. Even still, very interesting product. The Casio Tryx, very interesting because it's a consumer digital camera with full HD video that has this really interesting, fully articulating, rotating display. For me, I need a camcorder that the display turns all the way around so I can frame myself for doing these kinds of videos. But I would love to have a point and shoot that did better photos than my camcorder, but also did HD video, but was small enough, like super small, to keep in my pocket. So the Tryx looks very interesting. It's interesting to see it come out. I also think the Lady Gaga line of stuff for Polaroid is interesting. Not saying that I'm into it or not into it, not anything about Lady Gaga herself, but she's interesting and she's very creative, whether you love her or hate her or don't care. And the whole thing with reinventing the Polaroid digital camera, and the Polaroid camera as digital, and then the glasses with little screens on the bottom. Interesting stuff, whatever you say. Speaking of glasses, there's also a pair of glasses that have an active LCD screen in them, so they're like autofocus, digitally enhanced bifocals. I didn't get a chance to try them on for myself, but I heard from a few people that they're really slick and possibly the most innovative thing in eyewear, in actual corrective lenses, since contact lenses. So I'm interested to check those out. Monsoon's Volcano line of kind of Slingbox / TiVo replacements, kind of a place shifter and a DVR. Very, very interesting, won some awards. Lots of 3D tech. I think 3D glasses-free TV, or glasses-free 3D rather, will be a very, very important thing if anybody can get it right at a decent price point. So far with 3D, people don't want to have to wear glasses in their living room. At the movie theater, it's one thing. In their living room, nobody wants to wear glasses to watch 3D. But glasses-free 3D content, say that 10 times fast. Very interesting stuff. Seeing a little bit of development, on smaller screens and some bigger screens. Interested to see where that goes. And then, of course, every year at CES, the story that tends to dominate headlines, not from the show, are these guys. Now, I'm showing my 11-inch MacBook Air because this is not a new product, but I just got one, the corporate laptop, took it with me, use it to blog the show. I'm in love with it. It's so lightweight that when you're carrying around your gear bag for 4 days straight, you're working 14-hour days, not sleeping enough, breathing in recycled air, yada, yada, yada. The last thing you want to do is come home with a tweaked back from carrying all your stuff. And you wouldn't think the difference between a 4-pound laptop and a 2-pound laptop, or 5 and 3, whatever, matters that much, unless you're a blogger, or even worse, somebody who travels for a living, and it really does. The 11-inch Air, I'm in love with it. Even though it's a lower powered processor than the MacBook Pros, the speed of the SSD drive makes this thing fly, and with my Elgato stick for offloading the video encoding tasks for exporting to YouTube and stuff, this thing is just a dream come true. That being said, though, the news from Apple out of CES, the Verizon press conference announced, towards the end of the show on Friday, the buzz all around was, what's going on, Verizon? There's a Verizon press conference in New York on Tuesday, January 11th, at 11 a.m., so it's 1/11/11 at 11 a.m., whatever. But all bets are on the Verizon iPhone being announced at long, long last. Probably won't be, anything new other than just an iPhone that works on CDMA on Verizon's web network. Probably won't even do LTE. It'll probably be CDMA only. But we're going to have coverage of the event on the site, Techno Buffalo, and also here on the YouTube channel. 11 a.m. Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And then as soon as the event's over, I'll be doing a live cast on the Ustream channel, the Techno Buffalo channel, talking about what went down, my thoughts on it, answering your questions, just saying hi, hold off on the name calling for now. Give me at least a week to settle in, but I'll be there. So anyway, there you go, little CES recap. Also, I got to see the Tesla Model S in person. That is a sexy car. I'm in love with that car. You can check out my coverage. It's actually on the Nvidia blog. If you go to blogs.nvidia.com, that's not a plug for them, although they were great to work with. Whatever their products, that's your, I'm not going to say about them until I've reviewed the products, but they were great to work with. So thank you, Nvidia, for that opportunity. Now I'm full-time Buffalo, but all that content I did for Nvidia, you can check out there if you're interested. Otherwise, you know, here we go. Stay tuned. I'm psyched to be here. So much coming. Tablets were the big story. Obviously, lots going on in mobile, 3D, and connected TV. I've got a Vizio. Can I lift this up? Do I have any strength left after being in the desert? I got to use both hands. This isn't even a big TV. It's a little one, little bedroom-sized TV. Vizio 22-inch LED TV with the connected apps. Can you see here? It's got the Rhapsody and the Netflix and the Facebook and all that stuff. And this is actually something I picked up over the holidays. Haven't had a chance to set up. But I'm going to get to unboxing this and setting it up and reviewing it on Techno Buffalo. Very interested in connected TV, you know, streaming media from Netflix and Hulu and all those companies, apps, all that stuff. What's the deal? Is it any good? Well, I've been reading the stuff that Sean did about cutting the cable, and now I'm going to dive into it on video as well. I'm psyched to do that. All right? So till next time, my name's Noah. We'll see you for the Apple thing. We'll see you for the reviews. We'll see you, you know, for whatever we can on technobuffalo.com.